So, you think you're a scalper, huh? Well, let's find out on tonight's Aftermarket. Welcome to American Dream Trading's The Aftermarket Live Chat and Watch Party. I am your host, J&J Video Reacts, and this is a stream that has been created for you traders to have a place to come after the market to chit-chat, decompress, talk about strategies, go over rules that Coach teaches us on a daily basis. Coach, you might be wondering who Coach is. He's a 33-year stock market vet named Chad W. Christian, who started American Dream Trading and went live 3 years ago. This past August was our 3rd year anniversary. Shout out to Coach for going live and training so many of us how to trade the right way. He's created over 14 million. Yeah, it created over 14 million airs. I should have added air on the end of that. It needed some air. But he's created over 14 millionaires. 12 of them had no prior day trading experience. None whatsoever. Nada. And we've got 2 that are sitting on the cusp of changing their financial futures forever. The rest of us are still waiting in line patiently to see our sunny day. And we are learning more and more every day and learning how to train our mindset to go along with the technical training that Coach is giving us. So, do me a favor, while you're here, smash that like button. We're trying to get Coach to 20,000 subscribers. And currently we are sitting at 16,482. So we are right there, about to hit the 17K mark, gang. So please make sure you like. Let's see here. Make sure you like, and what's also huge is to share the content, because if no one sees it, then it's not going to move up in the algorithm. So like, share, and subscribe. All of those things are absolutely free. They don't cost you a dime. So let's get to it. Let's knock it down. So you think you're a scalper, right? That's what we want to talk about tonight. I went through the Discord in some of our training video modules that we have, and I found a really, really, really cool playlist called Scalping Entries, right? And I started watching some of them, and I was like, wow, the gang might like to see this stuff tonight. Those of you that want to be scalpers, those of you that want to be scalpers or trying to be scalpers who are currently doing the 2-minute EWO strategy, cut it out. If scalping's not for you, don't even attempt to do it. It is only for those who absolutely have a couple of years of experience under their belts. They know what they're doing, and preferably they have a larger account, because scalping is really meant for those who don't intend on staying in trades long, but you don't have to have a large account to scalp. Okay, you can scalp in things like the pre-market. You can scalp shares. In the pre-market, they have small cap stocks, which are running you from about $1 to $5. We trade those in the morning. We are up at 4 in the morning, by the way, trading these stocks with millionaires in the room that are helping us and training us. So, $1 to $5, you figure you get a couple shares. Scalping is the only way to play those. You're in, you're out. You make a couple of dollars, you get in, get green, and get out. So that's how you work it. Get in, get green, get out. That's the whole premise of scalping. Nobody does it better than Coach. And Coach has taught so many of us how to do it. just by simply watching him and listening to his strategies of how he reads the chart, how he creates a roadmap on the chart to be able to scalp, right? So, yeah, I mean, you absolutely cannot beat that. Now, tomorrow, two things. Tonight is crypto. So, though, for those of you who are in the crypto membership, tonight is your Zoom, right? 7:15, right? 7:15 is your Zoom meeting with crypto. So Bucko and Chris are over there ready and waiting to teach you all there is to know about crypto. And they start from the basics and they get really in depth and go really intricate. It's not surface level training. We don't have any of that in this organization. So, you know, I mean, I've gone to a few of them, and I just feel like I've gained so much knowledge just in the few classes that I've been in. So tonight, Zoom crypto 7:15. I think they said 7 actually. So just to be safe, make sure you're there at 7. Normally it's 7:15, but I heard them say 7 a little while ago. So just to be safe, make sure it's 7. Let's see here. Hi, people. Don't forget tomorrow. Drop thumbnail. Tomorrow is the 500th episode of the Aftermarket. Yes, we're celebrating 500 episodes, bringing it to you every day of the week, Monday through Friday, for basically 100 weeks straight. So that's a milestone. We're proud of that, and we have had quite a few people on this show that have really, really, really made the show what it is. They've been on the panel, they've been in the chat. You know who they are because they are you. So thank you guys for supporting the show. We may not get the most views, but we definitely affect a lot of people. And I'm so glad of that and so proud of that. And if this show affects you positively in any way, please make sure you're putting that in the comments over on our Discord, over in the Traders Lounge, so we get more people in here so that they can experience what you've experienced, right? Come up on the panel, maybe get some help with some trades, you know. So welcome. James L, what's up? F2, what's up, brother? Chad H, what is going on, my friend? Dave! Vegan! You like the thumbnail? Cool. I'm glad you like. She is also my creative consultant. I run all thumbnails by her. Not a scalper at all. No. We know, Dave, you're a swalper. Dave swing trades, baby. Dave is a swinger. Leonard Jones, what is going on, LJ? How have you been? Darn cricket. He's in here again. Darn cricket. Hi, buddy. What up? Speaking of, as JJ said, I still have a lot of calls. You still got a lot of calls to make, but I wanted to say hi. And I am going to be a scalper scalper at first, but that could change as I learn other strategies, which would be the 2-minute EWO. And also you could do what Dave does. You could swing trade. Pappy D in the house. Drewski. Bucko. What's up, honey? Ralph, what's going on, baby? Bucko said, we're going to manifest Bitcoin to a new high. And Chris' wife is going into labor. Whoa. in crypto Zoom tonight. Oh my God, Bucko, you are not right, man. Let's go, crypto. Let's go, crypto. Let's go, crypto. Oh, everybody's saying, hey, howdy, hey. Ken Mayfield. Ken Mayfield. You know, my day is just not right until I hear the anthem. I mean, really, when I end the show with that, I'm in here. I almost know every word to this thing, right? And rewrite my life. I love it. 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 Yeah, I'm trading more than stocks. I love it, dude. I'm trading pain for fame. Yeah. Thanks to the dream. Rewrite my life. I love that song, dude. American Dream Trading. Okay. This isn't Star Search. But it you can't help but sing along to it. It's so catchy. And those of us who, two things, are traders, we completely understand it, but who are inside American Dream Trading, come on. So yeah, thank you for that, and it will be played every night. Papa Todd. Yeah, wheel strategy. Dave rolls on that wheel. Yeah, and then it's so funny. I'm glad, one of the last few times that you had come in here, I realized I was cutting off your credit at the end. I forgot I put that on there. And I was, so I was cutting it off because it takes a little bit. Nah, it's too late. We might as well just leave it where it is. But I could have cut that fade out a lot shorter and put you in, and that wouldn't have been happening the first 25 times I played it. So yeah, make sure that I let that come in at the end there now. All right, so let me find this playlist that I was looking at because it's a real good one. You guys are gonna like this one. And we may have watched it before, but it seems that everybody wants to scalp. And you got to make sure that you know what you're doing with the scalping. So we can't watch enough of coaches scalping techniques. So let me see. Strategy. Nope. Nope. Market entries. No. There it is. I think that was the one I was looking at. All right, let's try that one. Okay, wait a minute. Nope. You know what? I'll tell you what. Let's do this. Okay, hold on. Yeah, this is good. All right, let's share.
when I'm doing this with 500 shares and I'm scalping it like that, and I make $100 to $300 every time I click go, it adds up a lot. Right here, you see this? This is now I'd short it, right? Now it wants to pull right here. Boom, and it makes that little bit of move. There's $100. Then it comes back up, and if it breaks 269.19, I jump in it. Boom, there's $100. I can do this constantly.
Amazon's still approaching that 125.50, 124.50.
Thank you. Checking it now. Yep, I see
it.
it.
Yeah, it's still in that range.
Yeah, now look. What did we talk about on this one? I told you guys to take advantage every time, right? Here it is. Here it is. There it is. Comes down here. Look at this trading channel. Right?
This is kind of what Coach was going through today. Remember, SPY had that channel? So it was up, it went up and smacked a certain point, came back down and smacked a certain point. That is some of the best scalping training there is, channel trading. But I'm not talking about little baby channels where it's just one candle up and one candle down. You'd never be able to make any money unless you have a huge account doing that. I'm talking about these types of channels where it comes down to a certain support, then it goes up to a certain resistance, and then back at that same support and same resistance. When it does that multiple times, it's telling you, hey, this is where you buy a put up here, and this is where you buy your call down here. This is where you long, and this is where you short, right? That's all scalping is, and the chart will tell you when to do it.
Look at that. That is scalper's paradise, isn't it? Now, Tesla, the fact that it's staying up so high is bullish. Boom, I'm in the trade. There it goes. Sell it. Just made $30. Do you understand how fast, how I can maneuver this? This is very bullish on Tesla, by the way. Like, I can't stress that enough. Oh, Coach, what do you think it's going to do? Well, I already told you, right? I can tell off of the move, you're getting volume. It's skyrocketing. And I told you it wanted to come back up to this channel anyways. But I said if it can break and hold 269.19, didn't I say where it would go? Well, there you go.
I just played that range again, Coach. 124.50 to 124.19.
I said it every time, right?
It's the third time I played it. I made money each time.
Nice job. Dude, listen, what you're doing is you're starting to get in a good rhythm. And right, you see how it touched right here? That is when you sell.
Yeah.
Boom. And then it goes back to the upside, right? So sell long, sell short, sell long, sell short, over and over and over and over and over again until it breaks one side or the other, and then hang on. Because like right here, the fact that this came right back and a long candle, you could get now a push to the upside. And because you would be in the long off the bounce of 124.19, you get to ride it. If it pulls back, sell it. But this is bullish right here. Do you see how this candle looks different than all the previous candles?
Yes, sir.
What do you know?
Coming off that triple bottom too.
Now you're in a new range. It did not pull back immediately. Still sitting up. Now what I'd do is I'd have a stop right here at 124.50 again. And there you go. And that's exactly what I told you. Do you see the difference? Yep, I like space here above VWAP. So just like this, right? The things that I love about trading VWAP. Here, I'll show you. I'll just go small so you can see it. VWAP is at 563. What I would do is I'm going to go in here. I'm going to put a stop at 562. Right there. The reason that is because if it can't stay above VWAP, why would I long that, right? So my risk is pennies compared to the potential upside, which is back up to 576. See it? I don't need to have a big, giant open risk because I already know the strength is off of VWAP. Are you guys following me with that?
All right. Candle scalping with stop losses and hold on one second. Oh, let me go ahead and reshare. There we go.
So like right here, that new body form below it, you can see buyers bought it up, John, right here underneath. You now have 40 seconds on this candle. You can see this is starting to go to the downside, buying or selling pressure here, here. So if I was like quick scalping, this is a put. Now what I'd have my stop loss set for is right here at 407.10. There it goes. There's the pull. 407.10 is my stop loss. Why? That's the previous body. Now right here, I could collect my money. I'm out of that trade, and then I'm looking for the next candle. You now have 10 seconds on the candle, buying pressure coming up from the bottom. Why? Because right down here, as Jimmy likes to say, right, it's waiting in the weeds. Do you see all this? There's a lot of weeds in here. We'll see what this wants to do. There it goes, still pulling. That's good. This body is now lower than the previous body. So this is already telling you, you can already see right here, it's stair stepping to the downside. You guys see this? This looks good, still looking good. Now right here, I had a 407.01 stop. Why? That's the previous body. There it goes, John. Scalp it again. There you go. Now you're getting paid big on the pull. Take it whenever you want. Now we're coming back down to this next level right here. We'll see if this is going to bounce or get resistance. Otherwise, it's pulling.
Okay, so he's looking at this like a scalper. What do you guys see right here that shows you that it might bounce? Coach even said it might bounce right here, which is the same thing I was looking at when he said it. Do you see anything in there? Matter of fact, let me back it up just a little bit because that'll give you even better look at it. Do you see anything in there that tells you that might bounce? Are you over medicated? Timo! Diesel Dan, what's going on, gang? Maria, hey, baby. You coming up, Ralph? Come on up, babe. I put the link down, gang. Hold on one second. Let me put it down there again. Well, you know how this is. But, you know, let me put it in there again because I did put it in. And I definitely clicked the button this time, James. Let's see. Copy and paste. Boom. All right. Can anybody tell me why Coach said in this scalping video that it's most likely going to bounce there? Just look to your left. Yep, it was at the top, Ralph. Thank you. I put it back in there, though. Bayside Jim, what's up? What is the whiskey helping? Somebody help me out here. Is it... Support level. Thank you. Well, and it definitely is a support level, but what kind? What do you see there that might cause this to bounce? Right in this area here. What do we call that? And thank you, John B, for the answer. Let's go even a little bit deeper than what John B is saying. He's right. It is a support level, but what kind of support level? Now, remember, it doesn't have to be one candle to be this particular pattern. It could be several candles acting as one main support level. Come on, you know what it is. It's one of Coach's favorite trades. This is aligned with what? What do we call that? I know there's a delay, so I'll wait. I'll be patient. No, Bayside Jip. Ah, there you go. There you go, James. All right, not a gold level, but a double bottom, right? So you've got a consolidation area over here. Remember, a long time ago, Coach told us that it doesn't have to be one candle to be considered a double bottom. One area of a hit of support could be several candles consolidating, right? All of this is considered one move. Why? Because it didn't go up or down here. It stayed at the same level. So all of this is considered one. You might as well consider all of that one candle, really, in the scheme of things, as far as this being compared to this. You've got this, and in here you've got the same thing, all in like 4 or 5 candles, right? So just because it's multiple candles, they're on the same level. So this is a double bottom. That's why it might bounce, because it bounced here before. And it's kind of a micro double bottom because it came back to that area pretty quickly. And, you know, because it came back pretty quickly, it may continue to the downside, but it is definitely a possibility that it might bounce there. Let's see what it does. Scalpers need to be in the mindset of whatever it does, I'm ready for it. If it's going to drop lower, I'm going to put my stop literally right here, just above it, and wait for it to break and hold, right? If it doesn't do that, now, since it's a double bottom, you're looking for the higher probability, which is a bounce to the upside. So you've got your stop loss right under this level right here, so that if it continues to the downside and you're in a trade to the upside, you're not getting knife dropped, you're not getting spanked to the downside. So you put your stop in right below there, and you go for a call here, right? But give it a minute, see what it does. That's what a scalper would be thinking right there. Let me see. He's prepared for both.
To bounce or get resistance, otherwise it's pulling. Do you see how we do that?
Yep.
So we read our patterns, we read our candles, we get our support resistance, we do all the things, John. That's how we make extra money more than anybody else. See how this bounced and reversed? That's a bounce. That's a call. Just like that. Do you see it? Where's my stop loss? Right here. You see the bottom of this wick?
Right
stop loss is right here. If this pulls back, I literally lose 2 cents. Do you see it? Because this is a point of a bounce, or it's just going to pull hard, and that's why we got our stop. But I'm telling you, this is a reversal. We'll see. There it goes. Bye-bye. Go on. There it is.
There you go. Thank you, James. Thank you, John B. Bayside Jim. John beat me to it. All right, Eric.
You can either wait for exact confirmation, which is going to be
welcome all of you that are new to the stream tonight. Don't forget to be here tomorrow at 4 p.m. We are having Coach Mods. Everybody in here, we're having a party. Why? Because it's the 500th episode of the Aftermarket. We're going to have games. James, bring your games, James. Yeah, I think we can get the okay to do some trivia. So letting you know ahead of time, bring it. But yeah, man, we're gonna have a ball in here tomorrow. Coach is gonna do some giveaways. So if you don't have any merch, hey, we got you, right? We got you. But it's gonna be a good time. Tonight, what we're doing is we are scalp training. So for those of you who are people who are doing the 2-minute EWO, but what's that scalping? Man, I wish I could do that. That's what tonight's all about. Learning to think like a scalper, right? So we just watched one video. We are on a playlist that is actually pulled from the free section in the Discord. It's from the training videos section, which everybody has access to. But these particular videos, I don't think are, even though they are on YouTube, I think they might be unlisted. So I, at the end of this, will put the link to the playlist that I used in the description of the video, so that you can go back after we're done and click on it and watch this, or you can just go to the Discord and go into training videos. Go under the video section. You know, I love how they have it sectioned off now. The section with all the videos in there, it's under let's see, it's under how-to videos. It's right under how-to videos. It's called training videos. And go under there and you'll see this scalping playlist that we're looking at, because you're going to get some good stuff in here. But you're not just going to be able to pull it right up on YouTube.
Above 121.50, which we had marked out earlier, right? So 121.50 is going to be a big one. So this would be a green light to me to the upside. Or you're going to be scalping this channel. Right now, hold on, let me draw this channel. I'm going off the top of these wicks. Here, here, here. Let me show you. This, and partially of that. Can you guys see it?
Okay, so why is
so
he
that is
circling
telling us
those?
for sure.
Why is he circling those? I want to see those of you that see if you're already thinking like a scalper. Why is he circling these areas? What does that mean to Coach as a scalper? Knowing, seeing here what's happening, right? Because it's on its way up there. So what is that telling him? Bayside Jam, I'm sorry, I just joined and started making comments before I knew what we were doing here. Didn't know you were playing one of Coach's videos. Oh, it's all good. I'd like to see more of the chart to the left. It's all good. It is all good. Yeah, we're doing some training. So we're going over scalping in here tonight. So that's, yeah, cool beans. Ralph said, somebody tell Dawn that I'm backstage. Oh, yeah. Why didn't it give me the doorbell? I hate it when it does that. And there you are. Normally it rings, Ralph. It didn't do that this time. Hey, bud.
I don't know. It was different when I tried to come in, too.
Was it? Okay, that would explain it.
Something about it was different. They must have did some type of update since the last time I was here.
I'm not surprised if they did. How you doing?
All right. Because usually it's just, like it stays on the same YouTube page and, you know, you go through the steps. I clicked the link and it just took me to a whole separate page with restring on there. They had a lot of echoing going on. I had to figure out how to get that going. And, you know, at first I was like, I hope she don't click the button right now. It's just gonna be like, ain't nobody gonna be able to hear anything.
Well, you made it, and you sound fine. But yeah, it's weird. It didn't ring you in. But in any event, you're here, just going over some scalping.
I came up here because I seen wasn't nobody up here, so they usually have panel members. I don't know where they at. I don't know what's going on. What James L at? James L, you fired. I'm just playing, James L.
Oh man. Oh my God, Ralph, you are so crazy. I'm stoked for tomorrow, man. It's gonna be fun.
So what you working on? Scalping channel?
Yeah, we're doing some scalping and just going over some scalping entries to help people out. Those people that are struggling with scalping. trying to get their entries right.
It's not an easy thing to do.
Huh? No,
That is not an easy thing to do.
it absolutely is not. Chris, is that you?
Hey, hey.
Hey, it rang when Chris came in.
Chris, I thought you was
Yeah,
having a
what's
baby.
going on? I told you I'd try to swing by.
You did. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah.
How you doing tonight?
I'm good. What are you guys
Chris?
talking about? I haven't been listening.
Scalping. We got
Ooh.
some I found a hidden gem playlist that is not easily accessible on YouTube. I think it's unlisted, but it exists in our Discord. So I was able to access it and go ahead and share it with our group tonight.
Oh, and so they're getting a sneak peek at some secret content.
They are. So I don't know if you guys, I told you guys that, right? So I don't, this is not listed because I went and looked for it. That first playlist that I had, I thought this might have been it, but this I accessed from Discord. So this is for ADT. That's what I
about that
remember
bullish
getting.
move
Don't tell
on
anyone.
crypto? What about that bullish move on Bitcoin, Chris?
Oh, yeah, the big old 3% jump.
Yeah.
Went from 114
yes,
up to 117.
That's a lot.
Uh-huh.
It is.
For Bitcoin, especially.
Yes.
Yeah.
I get that
Bitcoin-
because I've played Nano Bitcoin several times. So when it makes moves like that, that's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bitcoin
Bitcoin
doesn't
was the
usually
only
make
thing-
those big jumps.
It was the only thing rallying for the last 2 days.
Yeah.
I mean, we had new all-time
no.
highs on the indices today, but I'm saying like Monday, Tuesday, I mean, they had movement, but the market's been kind of trash, bro, and Bitcoin been out there rallying. Chris, I don't know why you don't like Bitcoin. I don't understand how you could be the crypto mind and be anti-Bitcoin at the same time. I just don't get it. You know what I'm saying?
They just don't like
Bigger gains
Bitcoin.
out there.
I don't get it. I don't understand that. Right?
There's bigger gains out there. That's why.
You know what
It's,
I mean? Like,
It's small dogs and it's small dogs in a big dog game.
That's like your entry crypto.
Yeah,
Chris
that's your
is-
crack.
that-
That's when everybody talks about the stock market. What do they think? They think of the SP
Bitcoin.
500, right?
Yep.
If you think
When
of
you
crypto,
think
you think of Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
Yeah,
He digs deeper,
There's
Ralph.
better.
He digs deeper.
yeah. You'll learn. Ralph will figure it out. He's been coming.
Is your wife in labor?
She's not in labor. I wish.
Oh, okay.
She
I know he got a
been
new
having
baby on the
Braxton
way, don't
hits, contractions.
that's
But
what I
she's
thought.
not had full labor. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Where did labor come from in it? I thought you was about to be in labor or something. Where did I hear that from? Dawn, you just said that earlier.
What?
That Chris' wife might go on labor, so he might not be at the crypto
She's-
Zoom tonight.
She's late. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I told Bucko he
Bucko was the one who said.
I was
said
reading
that, not
Bucko's
Dawn.
statement. Yeah, I'm like, what? I didn't say that. I was reading Bucko's comment.
You see how-
I
you
told
see how
Bucko to
it
be
gets twisted?
prepared because
You see-
look, the worst thing that could happen is not the worst thing, but like I go to start the Zoom and then she comes screaming in, "I'm having a baby."
Look, when I had my daughter, I was 2 weeks late, right? And we went to the doctor to see what the holdup was. And he said, well, one of the things I like that you're getting rest, but one thing that can help move things along is movement, some type of exercise, maybe go for a walk around the block once or twice. Movement gets it going. Well, I decided to do housework. Nothing extremely strenuous, just wiping down some cabinets and maybe doing a little vacuuming. But I kept constantly moving all day long. I'd take breaks here and there. Well, 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, shit. Because I knew it was a girl. If she ain't coming by now, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. My husband said, okay, I'm going in here and take me a shower. And I go to lay down, turn the TV on.
She woke you up.
Water broke in bed. It's no soon as my head hit the pillow, my water broke. And I'm like, I'll be damned. I knew exactly what was going on. I wasn't scared, wasn't nervous, because I knew that I didn't have to go to the bathroom. So that had to be my water breaking, right? And it just came like cascading down my leg. And I did, what? My head barely hit the pillow. And I'm hobbling in there. And I'm like, yeah, go ahead. Because he decided to take a bath. I'm like, yeah, you're going to have to get out of there. We got to go. My water broke. Yep. So you never know. And it was about 2:00 in the morning, dude. So you never know. Be ready.
I think it was our last kid. I thought we were gonna have a baby on the side of the highway because she was getting that grunting, that like clear, oh, it's coming.
Yes.
She's grabbing on my hand real freaking tight.
Doing that on the way to the hospital.
We get to the hospital. The nurse goes, oh, this baby's coming. She gets us upstairs, and within 15 minutes, less than 15 minutes, the baby was there.
Wow.
This time, Chris gonna be able to deliver that baby himself.
Wow. Yeah, well, Dominic wasn't able to deliver a baby, but thank God he got me to the hospital. Wasn't that far from us. It was about 15 minutes away from us. So we hit the highway and just jetted up there, and made it in time. But I didn't have her 15 minutes later. Shit, it was about maybe 8 hours later. But yeah. Good times. You guys are lucky.
Yeah. Well, we don't know if it's a boy or girl or anything yet. We're still trying to figure out names.
Wait a minute. So don't you have a girl? Don't you have 2 boys and a girl?
Yeah, that's right. I got 2 boys and a girl.
Cool. That would be so sick if you doubled up on both.
That
way she's got some backup against the boys. You can do girls versus boys. Man,
I'm saying Chris got enough baby deliverance experience.
He's got a half a basketball team.
You know.
Hey, I always tell my wife that I'm the one that pushed the baby out, and it's because you help her. You push their legs. She does not appreciate that. I'll tell you that.
You're giving new meaning to this is a family show.
Yeah.
Wow.
Speaking of which, I think she's coming in now. But yeah, I don't know, man. It'd be nice if we had a baby tonight. That'd be nice.
Yeah, well, maybe. You never know. You've been through it before. You guys are old hat at it at this point.
Yeah, indeed. Just another day. Crazy day, but another day.
Another ADT baby. Well, if she comes tomorrow, put the phone in the room so we can say hi to her on the aftermarket on the 500th episode.
Oh, man. 500 tomorrow?
500 tomorrow, yeah.
Wow. That's awesome. Congratulations, Dawn.
Thanks, man. Chris, I remember one of the first episodes when you were on here, and this was when we first came to this channel. You were on that first episode, so
I remember.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. Man,
it is.
Things have really changed since then.
They have. We've had so many members come and go. I was looking at some video footage, and remember Bubbles and Linda and all those ladies that used to be on the panel.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Every week, they were up there. Linda was kind of spicy when you get to know her a little bit.
Yeah.
Linda was fun.
She was. I hope she's doing well wherever she's at.
Yeah.
All right, gang. Don't yell at me. I'll go ahead and restart the video.
Sure that this is going to be a level of resistance. Do you see it?
So if you're thinking as a scalper, you're setting up for puts. Why? Because you've seen that it's hit this level several times, and it is on its way up there yet again. So you got to be ready, because it's not always going to get all the way to the top of there before they start giving you what you want, which is a move to the downside.
Okay.
So that's a big one, right? It's got to break that. So that's going to be our first one. Now you can see the other channel is right here. You see the bottom of these wicks. Let me get rid of this. Let me put it in. So this is the channel we're dancing in right here. Right there. Now I got that from these, this, and this. Do you see them? So right now, if you're a scalper, you can trade in this channel, right? That's the scalp play inside of the channel. If it breaks to here, we know that's going to be a nice long. We know if it breaks here, that's going to be a nice short or a put, right?
Right.
But that's the channel we're trading in. So scalpers, do your thing inside of your channel. For everybody else, there is your 2-minute confirmation EWO to the upside on Tesla. Do you see it? And this is nice too. So you've got candles, every candle's higher, right? Stair stepping. Looking good. Now, you also know if you enter this, you have a 25 to 40% until it goes green. It's probably going to go green literally as soon as it breaks the top of this candle. But of course, we want to have more action. We want to see it touch back up here around this 121. What is that? 27.
Okay, so I know we're talking about scalping, but he brought up a good point just then, right? If you look down here, that's the start of the EWO, because, you know, he's not using the indicators on this one, but it started an EWO there. This is why a lot of 2-minute EWO players say that they don't do well at it or it fails, because they don't see this coming, right? So they will sit in it and then it'll go against them and then they'll be pissed. This is one of those short EWOs, right? Every EWO doesn't last all day long, right? So if you know, if you're thinking, got your hat on and your support and resistance lines is right there, you know this is going to be a very short EWO. Ride it up until it doesn't give you any more, because it could very well decide. Because look, another thing Coach says is, how many times is it tapping here? If it taps here enough times, what's he always tell us it's going to do, Ralph, at some point?
It's going to break out.
Yep. And if you're in an EWO play, you are golden.
And if it do break out, there's going to be a really strong EWO, because leading into it, you have a pull down that broke outside of the range a little bit, so they got a lot of sellers that's trapped. And so that's going to make that move up more strong.
Talking about this right here?
Yeah.
Yep.
You see how you got the green EWO? Before that, they had a little baby red EWO.
Yep.
So they got a lot of traders that probably sold that breakdown right there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they got to get out with buys. And not only that, everybody that was sitting in there and they didn't take profits at the top, they just got stopped out to the left of that. So
it's the good old smash and grab. They smash it through the line, and then they grab your contract and run it.
Take off back to the upside.
Then continue to fly. You know, if it comes back down here, because you get, well, there you go, you're getting paid. Never mind, use your stop, you're good to go. Here's the thing, and this could happen to a lot of people. You could have your stop, it went green, and you had your stop here, right? You barely made money. And that can happen, but at least it's a green trade, right? No matter what, that was a profitable trade. But then you could be like, but coach, I wanted to get more. Well, that's okay, right? If you had a very small size, you didn't care that you bought it here and it went to here because you're like, well, that's only 10 bucks. Okay. Well, then don't put your stop here when it goes green. Allow this to work a little bit more, right? You're not worried if it goes down 10 bucks, right? Which means you can have it dance in here for a little bit until it has a big breakout. Do you see the difference? If you were heavier loaded, right? If you had 100 contracts instead of 1, well, when it goes green, I want to put a stop because guess what? That's a $500 trade. Immediately, boom, 500 bucks. You might go, well, I only got 1 and that was a $5 trade. Okay, well then don't have your stop right here. You can still allow it to come back down here, right? You still got a lot of room you can wiggle with.
There you go.
Yep.
Scalping
Coach.
training strategy. We'll do one more before we get
Right
out
here
here,
is the
Rob.
channel. This is support. It's coming down to it now. See this? So you got two choices, right? It's going to hit this and bounce back to the upside, and we're in this channel.
Do me a favor. Give me a 1 in the chat down there if you guys are enjoying this playlist, because this is good scalping playlist.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys want me to put the link in the description. How did that work?
Baby Solana.
What'd you say?
Bucko said name that baby Solana.
That's a good name, actually.
Hey,
I
it
like
means
that.
a place where the sun shines. Although
we
we all
know
know
Chris
about
will
a
know
place
what it
where the
means.
sun doesn't shine.
Thank you, Future Trader. Thank you, James. Okay, cool. I'll keep it going. All right, we're on our last one.
Channel still, right?
All jokes aside, though, Chris, dude, it fits. You're a crypto guy, Solana. That's actually really pretty. I'm just
And
saying.
he loves
If
Solana.
it does
He said what?
He loves Solana.
I know. That's also
He's
you.
just-
Come on, that's your
his
jam.
favorite. Yes.
Is your wife gonna let you do that?
No.
It could
Not
be
at
the
all.
nickname. That, it could be the
How
nickname.
about a middle name? Oh my God, you should so name her Solana.
We use Jace for the middle name.
Jace.
J.
All of them got.
We,
all of
it always starts with a J.
Yeah.
Oh, J's. Okay, I got you. Well, that's
That's
actually really cool because I love D's and J's. But yeah, Solana's S. I get it.
You-
But
No comment. Where's Sergio?
Oh, that is such an inside joke. Anybody who does not know who Sergio is, wow. ADT knows who he is, though. You're famous, Sergio.
not, what it's going to do is it's going to pull and it's going to break through support. Now we know to put our stop above it, right? And then this is the call down here, right? So this is our put. You see it?
Yeah.
But right now it's in this channel, okay?
Yeah. I was just kind of wondering, like, so let's say it breaks through a support and then,
Down here, okay?
right, and you short it.
Okay.
Are you actually supposed to wait for that candle to break and then close below it?
Well,
Or do
you're
you
going to know
enter
by
as soon as it breaks?
No, you'll know by the speed. You'll know what the volume is. You'll know how it did it, when it did it. You're going to be looking for things like right here. You know the 200 is going to be critical.
It needs to
We
get
already
past
know
here.
this one's going to be a harder spot. We already know that from all the training we've been receiving in here, right?
Yeah.
So once it breaks, that doesn't mean anything. This broke it. You see how that one little wick touched it?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it broke and held though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it could do that 10 times doing this. No. We need to actually see it come down, stay below that critical level, whether it's another candle or a longer candle. Because a longer candle, you could still put in a stop loss tighter, right? Because even if it bulls right back, your stop will protect you, yes?
Yeah.
So you could do it off a long candle. You could
And I'm assuming he's got a line here too, which we can't see because look, it did that here. It broke that level here, but then look what it did.
Price breaking down through support is one of the hardest trades to take, bro.
Yeah.
They just keep on coming back up. They might do it, like you said, about 4 times before it just finally goes through there.
Mm-hmm.
do it off of the second candle that stays in here, whatever your comfort level is. There it goes. Do you see what it's doing? Guess what? This is resistance you're watching now, right?
Yeah. So you're thinking either short it if it rejects or if it breaks through, you go long.
That's right. And right now it's showing long. Can you tell me why?
Because it's above the resistance.
It's a double bottom.
Candle strength. You see how long the candle was? Do you see this right here? You see this hammer? This is an inverted hammer coming off of a bear downside. See it?
Yeah.
Feeding into a larger amount of volume, which is an engulfing candle past the previous candle, now gives you to the upside, right? Once I saw the body blast to the upside, that tells me volume has increased, which created a long candle, which now this is support. I'm in a call, right? If you're not able to do all this, you are not scalping. So this is not your world yet. So go back, master the candles, master the patterns.
I'm going to rewind that. That was huge what he just said.
Off a long candle, you could do it off of the second candle that stays in here, whatever your comfort level is. There it goes. Do you see what it's doing? Guess what? This is resistance you're watching now, right?
Yeah, so you're thinking either short it if it rejects, or if it breaks through, you go long.
That's right. And right now it's showing long. Can you tell me why?
Because it's above the resistance.
No, candle strength. You see how long the candle was? Do you see this right here? You see this hammer? This is an inverted hammer coming off of a bear downside. See it?
Yeah.
And we talked about that in the pre-market. It's appearing, and I think yesterday on the aftermarket, it's appearing at the bottom of that downtrend. Remember we talked about that? The inverted hammer is a reversal pattern, and then the engulfing is just a confirmation candle that is backing that up even more.
Feeding into a larger amount of volume, which is an engulfing candle past the previous candle, now gives you to the upside, right? Once I saw the body blast to the upside, that tells me volume has increased, which created a long candle, which now this is support. I'm in a call, right? If you're not able to do all this, you are not scalping. So this is not your world yet. So go back, master the candles, master the patterns, find out what it is, why it's doing it, or sit back, relax, because I just gave you a giant master class of what it was, when it happened, and I do that every day. So just watch every day while you are taking notes, while you are reading the ebooks, the patterns, the candlesticks, everything, right?
Right.
And then you'll eventually get it. Don't worry. Scalping, remember, I don't want you guys trying to run before you've walked. What I've just showed you and what it did is the hardest part there is in trading, right? So you shouldn't be starting there unless your every day is green and your portfolio is so big now you don't have to worry about it. Your 2-minute EWO is now, quadrupled your account. Everything looks great, and now you can afford to scalp, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to get wrecked in here because you're not ready to read this. Everybody see where it's sitting? Same thing. You're now watching VWAP. This could be the bounce. So what do? The call's up here. The put's right here. The stop's opposite ends. Stop, call, put. Watching for a bounce, and there you go. See it? If you are not ready for that, right, you're not ready to scalp. Do you see this? But do you guys see how fast you need to be? Do you see how you have to have all of these things playing together? You see your doji right here, which could be a sign of reversal, right? And then you saw this body, this one, lower than the previous body, which also tells you this is bearish, right? Now you're at the 200. If this breaks through the 200 with power, you're still in a strong put. You're starting to see your EWO. It's fading from buyers to sellers. Now you're watching this level. You're still in this put, You could have your stop right here now. You've made a ton of money. That way, if it does bounce and reject off the 200, you collect your money, right? Lots going on in that very small window, and you've got to be good. You've got to be good with your mechanics. You better be able to read this, and you've got to be fast. And this is going to be the last part of the training for everybody. And I'm telling you, this could take a long time. It's hard. How do you have to put it all together. Your brain has to also be fast enough. You have to recognize it, right? That here it comes, it's doing this. When it gets here, it could do that. The whole time you're assessing the situation. What was the overall trend? Where's it going? What was it doing? What did it do before it? Was there any news? I need to make sure there isn't some kind of impactful news off a SPY. I'm also watching, I'd typically down here, I'd be watching Apple, right? What's the rest of the market doing? Is there anything that could be pulling this to know that I should be watching for something else? Now I'm on the 200. I already know right here this could bounce off the 200. If it does, what am I going to do? Where am I going to execute the trade? Once I execute the trade, what am I going to be in? And then what am I looking for? That should all be going through your head. Boom, right there. You see this? Boom, that's a stop out. Now we're in a call. And now our stop is down here, which is going to be down here for support to ride this back up. This is your channel between VWAP and the 200. Everybody see it?
Yes, sir.
That's it. I mean, you got to be that fast. And if it changes, you better be ready to get out, make your next move. What am I looking for? Then you're like, okay, if it goes here, I need it to do this, and I'm watching for that, and then I'm going to check these out. Okay, then it's going to do this. You guys should all be mapping on your screen, right? So you've got this up here. This is going to be to my upside. This will be, this will be to my downside. I need to keep an eye on these. That's scalping.
Yep.
It's kind of funny, like he's
Cole said something very important.
Well, you know, he's sitting there talking. Oh, we're cutting each other off.
Cole said something very important.
Okay, here.
Scalping need to be the last thing that you master. You know what I'm saying? Everybody come in the room and they be like, "Oh, I can't do the EO. I'm gonna do the scalping first," and then next thing you know, now they just want to give up on trading or they blow their account, man. Scalping
because they got chewed up and chopped.
Yes, that's the last thing you should be thinking about. You know, if I was
Most
a brand
people are
new
not
trader,
scalpers, right?
if I was a brand new trader, I wouldn't even think about scalping, son. Like,
well, you saw how he laid it out. It's not an easy thing to do. You know, we got Palm in the room. What's up,
Palm?
Palm
is a super scalper.
Yep.
Hey guys, I bet you he agree with what I say, what I just said. I mean, scalping is hard. It's not easy to do. You know.
Yeah, you're taking unusual entries based on micro information, and it happens very quickly. So, yeah, you got to be. I mean, you got to be like 90% faster and better and sharper than you would on like normal trades. It's just that it's dramatically different.
Mom, you were missed this afternoon.
Yeah, I was a little tied up. But thank
well, I'm
you.
glad you made it on.
Yeah. I figured I'd poke my head in and see what y'all are up to.
Yeah, we were going over some scalping, and I got a playlist going with some really, really good scalp videos. I'll put the link in it to the in the description of the video, so you guys can go over to Discord and hit it, or it'll leave you here on YouTube, but I think it's unlisted, so you'll be able to access it with that link as long as you have the proper. Yeah, found a really good scalping playlist, Palm, on Discord.
Yeah. It is really
some really good stuff in there. You saw it.
Yeah, the funny thing is, anytime you enter a trade, you're basically scalping in. You're going in off of, a certain set of data, and newer traders, it's off of, support lines, resistance lines, channel lines, EWOs, and stuff. So pretty fundamental stuff. But as soon as you get in, basically you're scalping your way in, and you're protecting your downside. So initially, when people are practicing their entries on the more sure-footed entries, then we don't care. If they make 10 cents or $10, provided they're getting in, protecting their trade, letting it move, and then stomaching whatever they can handle for movement. So technically, every trade that you enter starts with a scalp. It's just that we want people to practice entries, but we don't necessarily want them to take that up as a lifestyle, because scalping itself, it's like, okay, well, some of the fast shooters and stuff are scalpers, and some of the big returns and stuff are from scalpers, but there's just so much more. You just saw that last one. I just tuned in while you were going over that one with Coach. I mean, that was looking like 3 candle reversal, but he was taking into account candle fatigue, reversal, timing, trend. I mean, there's just so much more you have to be juggling. It's like entering a trade is like throwing one tennis ball in the air and catching it. If you're scalping, depending on the complexity of the trade, you could be having 6, 8, 10 balls in the air mentally, because you're watching that much. And if one of them is off path just a little bit, you need to be aware of that. And if it's signaling something, or, if it's going to disrupt your continuity and stuff. So it's a very complex thing. So yes, I mean, technically you are scalping into any trade, but if you feel that you're going to be a scalper right away, I would say no. It's just too much. So if like we had, what was it, yesterday, we had just really beautiful channels set up. We had we had nice movement in the market, but it was pretty much playing ping pong with itself and very little overrun and stuff. So different days trade different. So some days you're going to be able to catch those channel days, and those are a lot easier to follow. And then you're working on actual reversals, and that's another difficult entry for a lot of people, because some of those came in with momentum fast and stopped on a dime. So yeah, scalping, there's just so many entries between an entry and an exit on EWO for scalpers, and it's just not the same thing. So, but that being said, if you can't grasp an EWO, or if you can't grasp a channel trade, what are you even thinking about scalping for?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you're just so far removed from two of the simplest trades, around, or double tops, double bottoms. If those are making you fearful, then you're just not even close yet. Like scalping as a style comes after I'm not even joking, thousands and thousands of hours of really honing trades and stuff. So, yeah, Raphael, I totally agree. It's just not something everybody starts with. So if you get in, get green, get out, I mean, that's the fundamental of a trade. You're going to be doing that for the rest of your life. It's just how you do it. You do it with shares, options, channels, pullbacks to an EMA. And some people are doing complex options, cash secured puts, covered calls, iron butterflies. There's just so many different ways to do it. But to sum it all up, in like super easy, all you're ever going to be doing for the rest of your life in the market is getting in, getting green, and getting out. It's just a matter of how you're going to do it, and start with the simplest way possible. Yeah. So, one of the most early success stories with American Dream Trading, made his first $2 or $3 million, all on shares, all on simple trades, all on support and resistance, all on EMAs, all cash trades, shares. That's it. Millions. He just got to the point where he had so damn much money, he had to just start getting creative, right? He had to start moving into bigger price shares and taking on more complex trades, and maybe letting those EWOs run a little bit longer and stuff, and refining some skills. But there's just no reason that people can't learn the basics and get going. I've been preaching open door for God knows how many days, and today it had another 50-60 cent run, maybe 70 cents. If you bought it, as soon as it poked through VWAP and rode that thing today, I mean, I was saying if you do a terrible job trading open door, it's been showing 40, 50, 60 cents in a day.
Yeah, I got that.
If you're able to capture,
talking about the open stock?
I
got that on my list.
Yeah, open door. Yeah. I mean, if you could capture 10 cents of that times, 2 weeks, it was just 10 trading days. That's $1 on an $8 stock. And at the end of the month, that's $2. That's 20% in 1 month, doing a terrible job trading shares. If you did a mediocre job, you'd be doing closer to 30%. And if you were really killing it and you were able to repeat some trades in there, then you were talking 40 to 50% on your money in a month. Mm-hmm. So I just don't believe anybody needs to be forcing into highly complex trades to be looking at their first millions. So, I mean, really great topic tonight. So just want to give people some faith, take a look, find those stocks. For a month and a half now, I've been preaching open door. It's got movement every single day. There's no way you can't. I mean, if you do a terrible job, you get 10 cents out of it. If you do a god awful job, but
I gotta know, Paul. Did you play SPY today? That was a beautiful trade.
Oh yeah, that was it's a pretty interesting day for sure.
Yeah, SPY just was.
Yep. I traded stocks today. I traded TSLL.
Did you?
Yeah.
TSLL?
I got the shares, yeah.
TSLL was just a gift horse today, wasn't it?
I got in at like 4 in the morning, and I closed it out at 4 in the evening.
I know you made more than 40 cents a share on that.
I made like $1 and something on each share. Because I had got some, and then I had got some more towards the end of the whenever it went up. So I got like $1 and something on each one. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh my God, that's
it's
incredible.
High now too. When I looked at it, I was like, "Damn, this $20 what?"
I know. But the funny thing is, we don't care. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's $60, $20, $5, $7. All we're looking for is entries and exit. We don't. At the end of the day, the more you do this, the more you don't care. You don't care about price. When you're newer, when you're new-ish, I know you're not like brand new, and I know you know what you're talking about and stuff. But over the course of time, it's like the price just doesn't even, unless it's like an all-time high or something, or there's some sort of inflection point, on a double top or double bottom, the price comes into play and stuff. And the more you do it, you're like, you just don't even care what the price is doing. All you're doing is looking at your entries and exits. And man, if you got $1 a share on a $20 stock, I mean, you were a genius. You did really, really good. You had intestinal fortitude. You had mental strength. You stayed in there. You rode out some bumps. Man, congratulations. That's incredible.
Yeah.
If you got 40 cents, you did good. If you got $1, you're a rock star.
Mm-hmm.
Good job.
Sweet. Well, sweet.
Yeah, see, D-Rock got 25 cents a share today on Ford.
Now that's good.
Nice.
That's good.
Go,
Ford.
D-Rock.
That's rock star. Yeah, that's huge.
That's 2 times the average.
No pun intended.
That's
That's
two
Rockstar.
times the average true range for Ford, I think, because it don't move that much in a day's time.
And you know what? It's stress free too. I mean, you just get in there, sit back, pour yourself a glass of Kool-Aid, and watch it go. Watch it go. You know, yeah, that's awesome. Awesome. I didn't want to hold. Yeah, right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to preach. I didn't mean to hold you.
Well,
over.
we missed you today, so I was glad to see you pop in. So yeah, don't apologize. Shoot.
Yeah,
Always.
and I don't never get to talk to you. So
yeah.
I know. You got to come around the afternoons a little more.
I do.
Yeah. Are you usually tied
He's
up
in
the
futures.
Always be in the futures room, you know.
He's one of the
Oh,
futures
that's right,
mods.
that's right.
He's like he's like part of the woodwork over there.
Yeah.
Oh man, play hooky one day.
Yeah,
and
come over
with the share
Drink the
traders.
other Kool-Aid, Ralph.
Drink
Mark
the
won't
other
be
Kool-Aid.
mad.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like you guys are all having bourbon. You guys are having Kool-Aid. We're having bourbon on the rocks. We're partying.
Oh man, Paul, you think you're gonna be able to
Yeah.
pop in tomorrow for a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. I'm not missing your big five. Your 500. 500. Yeah, I'm not missing the 500 tomorrow.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish
That's awesome.
editing up some stuff. I've been throwing out some promos, and we're getting everybody sized up for it. So I'm gonna go finish editing my little reminiscent video. I hope you guys like it tomorrow. You guys got anything you want to add? Say to the chat or anything before we go?
No, thanks. Thanks. You're a wonderful host, and thanks for having me again.
You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Yeah, and Ralph, thank you for coming up.
Something in here that just keep
driving you nuts.
Yeah.
And we had Chris in here. Hopefully, he names his daughter Solana.
Yeah.
That would be so cool.
For so many reasons. I don't think it's gonna happen, but for so many reasons, that would be cool. And everybody down there. I know.
Maybe we'll
dream, though. It's American dream trading, right?
Maybe we'll choose whatever coin is running for the day, whatever new coin has been introduced.
It won't be a girl's name, but then again, it might be a boy. So to your point, you don't know that.
I think the big runner today was, they named the coins. I don't get to choose the name, but it was boobies. That was the biggest runner, I think, today.
What?
What is it?
What was?
What? It was boobies. I think it shot up like 2,000,
that sounds like a
3,000,
bucko coin.
It does.
That sounds
it
like
does.
a bucko
Something
coin,
he'd come
right?
It was
God.
huge runner.
God, if I was a little boy today, I would want somebody to name me Bitcoin. I'd be so bad.
Bit. Come here, Bit.
Yeah, look, come on, little Bit.
Or if it's a boy, you can name it Sol. S-O-L.
Yep.
S-O-L.
Solana, Sol.
No.
That means sun in Spanish.
Then it'd be soul food. I mean, everyone would think soul food. Or soul music, or
I had a buddy that named his son Cash, and their last name was Dalton. How bad would that be? His name is Cash Dalton.
Wow.
That's just cowboy tough right there.
Cowboy. That's like Matt Dillon, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it was a guy. It was a sheriff.
That's up there. Cash Dalton.
Cash,
I'm like, oh
I've
man,
seen,
that kid's just destined for success.
I mean, it's inevitable, right? I've heard some
Yeah.
people named Cash on some reality shows, and I always thought that was cool. So,
Yeah.
Cash Dalton.
That is
Gotta
cool.
love it.
Dawn, that's your new screen
Cash
name, Dawn.
Dalton.
Cash.
I'm gonna change it to Cash.
No, just
I'm gonna change
Cash.
it to Cash.
Just
Cash on the barrelhead.
Yep.
All right, everybody.
Nice.
I'm gonna end.
All right, guys.
Thanks again.
Thank you all for being here. I will see y'all tomorrow. We get back to editing. We're gonna end it with Coach's Rules, and then of course Ken Mayfield's anthem. So stick around for that. And I hope everybody has a great night. Peace and blessings, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Right.
You guys remember all the rules. You must follow all of them. Not some. You don't get to sprinkle in your own and leave mine out. You must follow all the rules. Always have a stop loss in each and every trade. If you're a new trader, make sure you are simulate trading only using a paper account. I don't want anybody losing their money while you are in training. Make sure you guys are using small position sizes. This will allow you to let those runners run and stop out the losers. Again, stops on every trade, regardless of shares, options, futures, or crypto. Make sure you guys are journaling every single day. It's one of the most important pieces of what we do on top of the risk management, so that you can help assess what you are doing and make the changes that you need to do. Don't trade in the first 30 minutes or the last hour of the day if you're a new trader. And if you are an experienced trader, please be careful the first 3 minutes or the last 8 minutes of the trading day.
Hey, by the way, don't forget crypto. They have their class at 7 p.m. tonight. So don't forget to go over to crypto if you're interested in learning about crypto. Remember, crypto, you can get in for free, right? You can get in for free, and it renews at a rate of $50 a month. It's on special because they want to get people in there to get Chris and Bucko's awesome tutelage in there. So don't forget tonight, crypto 7 or 7:15 p.m. I know it happens in that time. Just show up at 7. Make sure you're there on time. Have a good night. Shout out to Ken Mayfield.
I was stuck in the cycle, just spinning my wheels, chasing time, losing sleep, forgetting how to feel. Dreams collecting dust on a shelf in my mind, till I found a spark, a way to realign. Not just numbers, charts, or lines on a screen. It was a mirror that showed who I could be. American dream trading, you opened the door, gave me the tools, now I'm asking for more. No more waiting for life to decide. You gave me the pen so I could rewrite. From fear to focus, from doubt to drive, I found my strength, now I'm alive. You didn't just teach me to trade, you helped me rewrite my life. Used to think I missed my chance, too late to change, but you showed me growth lies outside the cage. Now I'm building something real, not just getting by. Flipping setbacks into fuel, reaching for the sky. You said mindset first, and now I see success starts with who you believe you can be. American dream trading, you opened the door, gave me the tools, now I'm asking for more. No more waiting for life to decide. You gave me the pen so I could rewrite. From fear to focus, from doubt to drive, I found my strength, now I'm alive. You didn't just teach me to trade, you helped me rewrite my life. It's not about luck, it's learning to lead, turning every loss into a seed. Now I grow with every rise and fall, standing tall, no dreams too small. American dream being traded, you show me the way, turn my dark into light, my night into day. Now I'm writing my future in my own hand, with purpose, with power, with a brand new plan. From stuck to soaring, from fear to flight, you helped me rewrite my life. Yeah, I'm trading more than stocks, I'm trading pain for pride. Thanks to the dream, now rewrite my life.